switches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air. We about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe. You already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the Trey, yes and no, friends and the foes, the Butlers and the Herro. You can feel it in your soul. The win, the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes. Going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and joining me today, right in buzzer beater fashion, my dog, Kane Kendall, pulling up one time for the one time. Kendall, how you doing today, brother?
I had to give up the remote. No, let me not get it. I'm good.
Yeah. So Miami won this game 119-104 versus the Houston Rockets, essentially eliminating Houston from any type of play-in contention. They were 4 games behind starting tonight, behind Golden State, but they essentially dropped out mathematically from being able to catch up. So shout out to Ime. He did kind of turn that organization around a little bit in his first year. He got them to buy in defensively. They played well. They were one of the hottest teams in the league recently. But Miami just had something different tonight, Kendall. They added back Tyler Herro. You know what I'm saying? Not going to avoid that. We're not going to dance around that topic. Tyler Herro came back tonight. Biggest story of the night, obviously, from Miami. After missing, I think, what he said, 20 games?
Mm-hmm.
20 games, comes right back.
No. Like 40 something.
No, he done missed the last 20. Not
yeah. Oh no. But we got to talk about it.
In its totality.
All of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, after not playing very much at all this season,
post All-Star break,
20,
yes.
So after not playing very much at all, he came back tonight, 25 minutes, 7 of 14, 17 points off the bench, and brother, it felt like this is the version of the team that gives Miami its best shot. It relatively healthy. They got the starting lineup that I kind of been pounding the table for, and then you brought Tyler off the bench. And lo and behold, to me, that was probably one of his better games of the season. He looked cool, especially in that first half. I thought he was good. Second half, he started to do the thing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Spo for limiting that boy to 25 minutes. Dan, I'll read your comment later. Kendall, let me hear your thoughts on the game, particularly Tyler Herro's performance tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the game starts. I wouldn't say starts and ends, but it definitely starts with Tyler just because. I mean, he's a good basketball player offensively. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he don't hoop, you know what I'm saying, or can and be a productive NBA player on that side of the floor. But it's we just so used to seeing him just do too much, and the only way, even in the starting lineup, they said they had the team meeting or whatever when we was on the 7-game losing streak. He was still doing too much, bro. Coming back, it just always ended with him having the most shot attempts. And if that's the case, then you're doing too much, Tyler. You know what I'm saying? But tonight he came in and he asserted himself within the team concept. And you don't get I'm not going to give him a pat on the back for that. Because one, he's never playing basketball. So if you're not sitting on the bench and able to learn how to be a better player, bro, then what are you doing? But he made plays from a playmaking standpoint. And that was good. He let the offense come to him. He didn't do too much. And that's just the perfect role for him as a 6-man. It's going to be moments where we need him to score the basketball. But there's times where it's more times than not where we need to focus on playing through our best players. And that's Jimmy Butler. Well, that's Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. Jimmy's no longer the best player on this team. I can't give a part-time employee that much credit. So, in that second quarter, it was a thing of beauty. Like, bro, they just kept like, Jabari Smith is your biggest player. Okay, we're gonna throw it to our biggest player because he's bigger, stronger, and better than yours. And out of that, they're always gonna get a good shot. Like Miami has this tendency to play too much team basketball. It's just like in this. And it really starts with Bam being a hub and like trying to see more out of Tyler, like in terms of his growth as a development as a player. And that just hasn't not built, but it just hasn't worked for this team. Like it just is, and it's not gonna result, and that's why we lose these games that we lose. But tonight, it was real good. No, I know Matt for a better tomorrow. I said that he's the best player on the team. That's not debatable. Like from game 1 to the end of the season, who is the most consistent player on the team? Oh, you just gonna live in early May, right? Okay, but yes,
Mac and JP in the comments on some like nut shit right now. Like it's bro, we're not slandering Tyler Herro right now.
No. This is not slander. Like I'm praising him for playing within the team concept. Like I don't.
They want us to talk about it like in comparison to other players, but it's like you can't judge Tyler Herro based on other players. So Mac had a comment earlier talking about a reminder that Terry had 22 points on 20 shots, and it's like that's different circumstances.
I called him what I've literally said it throughout the wins. If you were here, you dickhead, that
like. They were.
It was looking like Tyler Herro. Like I was literally saying that when we were winning and it was working. Like I know ball.
So, Tyler's the most skilled bucket getter. He's perfect off the bench. Stop being racist. I don't understand.
He's not.
I don't understand where the conflicting. I don't understand where the confliction is right now. Like, look, I don't think Tyler's the most skilled bucket getter on this team. But
in
I also
my
don't.
opinion, let's learn them boys.
Yeah.
Y'all definition of a bucket getter is here. I'm gonna give you the ball, and you're gonna just keep the ball and put the ball in the bucket. My definition of a bucket getter is give somebody the ball, let them run actions, and get a good shot for the team. The LeBron James method, the pass first when it's just no. It's playing basketball.
No, like, look, at the end of the day, though, like, y'all have been here before, JP, Mac, for a better tomorrow. We've seen y'all comments before. Y'all know we don't give a shit about what y'all saying, and I'm not going to spend no more of the show talking about that. Because tonight I enjoyed the hoops that I watched. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm finna talk about basketball. And, like, if y'all want to keep doing that in the comments, feel free. We appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all leave a like.
Is Justin producing?
Yeah, Justin here.
Justin, that comment at 10:29 by Robert Shaw, let's put him on timeout. Because what we not going to do is sit up here and disrespect Savannah James. Like, we're not going to do that. Like, we're not going to do it. So we're going to ban him from commenting for a little bit. You go reassess your
We should have put it out. So he said Tyler got the best looking wife.
Yes,
Tyler got the best looking wife.
We are not doing that. No, we're not disrespecting Miss. I'll knock it out the park with all due respect.
Savannah's generational now. We gotta. LeBron ain't the only generational James in that family. Okay,
come on, just
relax yourself. But yeah, like tonight, I felt like tonight was kind of like I felt particularly like Spo was deep in his Duffy tonight because it felt like he was hitting all the right notes in terms of like rotations and figuring out where this could lead to.
Playoffs.
It felt like that's what I'm saying. It felt like when you just not getting Tyler back, he did the best possible thing that he can do to try and figure out how he wants to use Tyler come playoff. I feel like it's going to be off the bench, but I also saw like in the first half, you saw Tyler Herro play more with Bam and the scrubs. And then in the second half, you saw him get some run with Terry and Jimmy with some of the second unit guys. So I felt like that was Spo kind of like picking and choosing which lineups he was going to deal with in like these last couple games. And I thought it was really good. Like, so talk about the lineup combinations. Like, what was your preference? Did you prefer the Tyler and Bam minutes from the first half or the Tyler, Jimmy, Terry type combination with the bench players in the second half?
Three things overall that I saw that I really liked. I'll just do them from start, like then the order of operations of how they happen. Jaime Jaquez was the fifth man off the bench. Spo is not playing.
Yeah, you said keep the family members out of chat. Yeah, like don't do the weird shit. Go ahead.
Somebody's being weird, whatever. Jaime was the fifth man off the bench, and that means that he is the odd man out, exactly like we have been saying, which he should be due to his play. I mean, he didn't play bad. He didn't play bad. He got 2 buckets like right at the rim, which doesn't really happen in playoff ball. And he hit a corner 3 off a Tyler drive, which is good.
Jaime.
No, Jaime.
I'm about to say.
Yeah. Oh no. See, and I'm finna get to that. Within this, Hayward Highsmith didn't make no threes, bro. But guess what? He was still impactful, and that's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference between Hayward and Jaime. Hayward don't have to make a shot. He doesn't have to be effective offensively to make a difference. And that's something with Tyler coming back where I think Spo is going to lean into that. Yeah. Like, he's just too good on – like, Hayward Highsmith, for his lack of ability, IQ-wise, like, he knows where to be. He knows how to get out the way. Like, he just never does nothing supremely stupid to, like, mess up the functioning of the team. Another thing I saw was Kevin Love and Bam play together. And that happened after Hayward missed 2 corner threes. And in my mind, when he took Hayward out and put Bam in, I saw that as, okay, Bam is going to be the one standing in the corner for Hayward. And with this three-point shot,
I read that differently. I felt like that was him matching up to the fact that they had Jabari Smith and and yeah, like I think he had those two out there at the top.
I don't think Spo will go to those lengths, not for those 2 guys. If it's Brook Lopez and Giannis per se, or like I can see,
but you don't get no opportunities. You don't get no opportunity to try it. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was talking about like Spo tinkering. It might have been like him trying to practice those 2 playing together next to 2 bigs, just in case we run into.
I want to see more of that. I'm not gonna hold you. I want to see more of it because I think Kevin Love is smart enough, on the defensive end to like man the middle of the 3-2 or the 2-3 zone. And that gives
he does it when Bam's not in there.
Right. What jerking that Yachty memes?
Right.
Yeah. And then gives Bam a chance to be disruptive from the perimeter. So and I think offensively, I think Bam, Kevin Love, like front court actually helped Jimmy Butler a lot. Yeah. Because Bam is a floor spacer at this point. I don't think the 3-point thing was just like a mirage. Like I don't think it was just something like part-time. I think that's a new thing now, kind of like the late 2012 season with Chris Bosh. When he started taking threes. So I think that's like the next evolution, and I think it's here to stay. So like I like it.
Of him shooting threes now.
Yes. I think if it's there, I think there will be a game. If the team gives Bam 4 open threes, he's going to shoot all 4 at this point.
I felt like he wanted to shoot one tonight. He kind of like pump fake.
He just was not where he usually shot them.
Yeah.
But then
he wasn't where he wanted to be.
Yeah. I saw it too, and I was like, why didn't you just shoot it? Like, because I thought when he got it, I was like, shoot it.
He should have shot it.
And he tried to hand it off to Duncan, and a foul was called.
Oh my God. Big Dog heard y'all talking that stupid shit yesterday, and the nasty man done pulled up with the $100. He said the nasty man was here. Yes, he was, brother. As always, appreciate you, Gabe, for pulling up one time. Base, I see you talking about it being the Rockets. And like, look, yes, I agree that he was saying that that you want to temper the expectation because it was the Rockets. They're the 11th seed in the West. And yes, I understand they're not one of the elite teams. You want to see it against better competition. But this is the first game that we done had like
since the last game.
Yeah, like the first game that we done had since the last game. Yeah, and also like it's the first time in a long time like we had a full compilation of players, like or a full complement of players that we was.
not to be too positive.
I don't understand, bro. I don't understand it, bro. We trying to be like, all right, this was cool, and
it was literally a good game, bro. They played a full 48 minutes of dominant basketball. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
I didn't have a problem with anybody tonight. Like,
you're saying they're the Rockets. We are the Miami Heat.
That's true. I'm about to say I've never seen Nasty Man and Tyler in the same place.
Tyler would not give us money.
No, he would not. We started a cult. I don't think so. Like, I look, the way I look at the basement, I don't think of it as a cult. I think of it as a subsection of Heat fans who never really had a voice in kind of like this podcast and content creation space. And we just kind of gave them that voice. It's a bunch of people out there like us who are not always enthused with the direction of the Miami Heat. And sometimes, they just rather people call it out in a way that they're accustomed to. So that's what we try and do here. We always true. Huh?
We freeing folks from the cult. The Miami Heat are the fucking cult.
That's real, bro. Like, look, dog. Like, we try to tell y'all the real unless we lying. But like, at the end of the day, the goal is to make sure that y'all have a solid time watching the program about y'all team and at least hear some kind of content. W Brody 55 with the $10 don't know. Appreciate you. He said, "What's up, Kane? What's going on, blood?" He said, "I was at work, so I missed the game, but y'all sound positive tonight. We must have won." Did Tyler come off the bench? Yes, he did come off the bench, and he was fantastic off the bench. Let's being honest with you, bro. And not just as a scorer either. Like, he was a playmaker off the bench, got 6 assists, had 5 rebounds, which he gonna do. So he helped jump in there and get some rebounds. Wasn't great defensively, but I felt like
he was getting put on that highlight.
You feel me?
Early on, and
you feel me? Like,
him being who he is, I kind of get it. Like, you can't get up there.
My boy Jimmy Blanco with the $5 don't know. He said, "I don't know which nickname is better, Tyler Ginobili or Manu Herro. Either way, it's Heat and 5." People were commenting about your kind of comparison to like Manu Ginobili's role versus like a Tyler Herro role, and they were like, "That shit feels like good now that they've seen it." I mean, y'all should just
let's stick to like Lou Will. Like, let's not get out of pocket. We don't got to get like insane.
How was Jaime? Jaime was cool. I know a lot of people are talking about his last shot that he made, the little step back 3 that he took with the clock running down or whatever. That was cool. That was nice. But for me, when it comes to Jaime, bro, all I'm looking for from him for the rest of this season, that includes the playoffs, is that his process improves from game to game. I felt like tonight he took a step in the right direction. Like, he didn't try and force too many shots. He took what they gave him. He just kind of like, he played his role because he ain't going to have one in the playoffs. Let's talk about some of the other guys tonight. Let's talk about Jimmy a little bit. Funny game from Jimmy for me. Like, I felt like if we hadn't have got what we got from Tyler Herro and there wasn't this big hoopla surrounding him, then we would have been talking about how Jimmy didn't do anything again. But it felt like what he did do was impactful because it wasn't necessary for him to carry the team. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, but at the same time, I think he was impactful. I said it in the halftime space of the culture shot. Oh, what a pass, whoever that girl is. He was 1 for 3 from 3. And I was like, if Jimmy go 2 for 6 from 3, like, I'll take that. And what did he finish? He finished 2 for 6 from 3. Yeah, bro, like, all that, like, bulldozing and holding the ball and come here, like waving Bam to come here just for Bam to set a screen and like fade his man like into Jimmy and like him pick him up and the switch happen. Like, bro, like that shit is it kills us, bro. Like, he can't keep playing like that. Like, and then he tries to spin his legs, like, and I don't really get his process sometimes, especially in close games, because literally he spent all last game bulldozing trying to get to the rim, and then at the end of the game, we know he's gonna take a 3. like when his legs are dead. So like I'd be confused as to why he does the
And
thing.
tonight he spotted up for half the goddamn night.
Right, and it worked. So it's like, and he let Bam play inside, which is like, bro, you could do this against everybody. Or when you got it going and you get into the rim, you getting calls, then you could do it. And Bam has shown the willingness. Oh, he's always showed the willingness to fall away. But he's shooting threes now, so it's like. But I wish he would actually pass him the ball when he like fades to the three, because he does it for everybody, all the other bigs, but he just does not do it, and it'd be wide open. But Jimmy was impactful. I thought he did what he had to do in the first half. Him and Bam led. It opened up the game for Duncan Robinson, who we should probably talk about next, and the team kept flowing from there. So I don't have no problem with what he did. His impact was just felt on the offensive end early on. The game was kind of in control, like even though we was up 5, like in the first half, in my opinion. I didn't feel like we was gonna lose that game. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it didn't feel like so for me, like a barometer for Houston is the way Fred VanVleet is playing. Like if Fred VanVleet not killing, then you got a good chance to probably like, okay, Jalen Green gonna get his shit off, but he's not winning any games right now. Like he's probably their best scorer with Sengun out, even with Sengun in there, probably. But like he's like their best scorer. But if you got him and Fred going, then that's when you got a bigger problem on your hands. But like it was Dylan Brooks hitting threes early. Jabari Smith hit a couple in there during that Bam and Kevin Love was on. Like it's cool, bro. Like
they have,
but yeah, I never felt threatened either.
They have 4 starters take 7 or more threes, bro. That's insane. Like
Houston?
Yeah, but like that's crazy to me.
Because they couldn't get to the rim. Like the only person who was getting to the rim was Jalen Green, and that shit is like that's gonna kill your offense every time. I think it's cool for you. Oh, my bad, Dan. Dan told me to go back and read his comment. He did donate first. Dan Felger with the $5 dono. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. He said, Royal A Big Tyler apologist. What, Dan? Shepard, just kidding. But Jaime's last shot was a little savage, not gonna lie. It was like I thought Jaime was gonna take the 24-second violation then, but then he was just like, nah, go shoot the shit. So he went hit like, back 3. It was cool.
But do that shit in the flow of the game. Like,
no, don't do that. No.
Yes.
Don't
because you know what he does in the flow of the game? He puts his head down and just tries to get to the rim, and he's not a good finisher at the rim. Sometimes you got to mix it up just to try some shit.
That step back though, you ain't got to do that. I don't need that in the regular parts of the game. But yeah, you said we should talk about Duncan. I think so too, because the way Duncan played tonight was very important. I felt like there was a little bit of pressure on Duncan Robinson. With Tyler coming back, Duncan, you can't really afford to have another game like you've had. Otherwise,
game when he returned and he playing good,
right? Because this would have been like the perfect opportunity for him to be like, "No, we just gonna go ahead and put Tyler in there." And I don't know. So yeah, I thought Duncan played well. His best attribute is his ability to just fit into what's going on, contribute his little piece, and then just kind of like stay out the fucking way so that he isn't a disruptor. Like that to me is one of the biggest parts of Duncan Robinson. Why I like him starting. He can have a game where he's shooting 3 for 6 or whatever and still be cool and effective. What you think? What you thought about Duncan tonight? What are you about?
I thought he was good. I just saw like a Connecticut mom go like this because the ref called a foul that wasn't a foul. She's right, but she said,
just call us another move.
Yeah, that's funny. Duncan, he was good, bro. Like Duncan, he's a part of the offense. If it don't find him,
give me a second, right quick. Why you capitalize the K and Kendall name, but I got a lowercase r on my name? Rashad, put some respect on my name, bro. Capital R.
Put some respect on my name. They got me feeling like baby. Go crazy. Fucking around. I can't fuck with you niggas. That shit. All right, but yeah. Duncan Robinson played within the flow of the offense. He did not force anything. He does not force anything. He lets the game come to him. What do you for 10, 3 and 2, 3 or 6?
Yeah.
Like, how can I be like that's great basketball. Like, he's not a star. He doesn't play like a star. He knows he's not a star. And that's why he fits. And that's why our offense got off to such a great start. And then when he came out and you plug the other one in, and he's a better offensive player than Duncan Robinson. He could do more things.
He's in a lineup where you can give him the ball and let him do more things, and it doesn't come at the expense of anybody else or anybody that you would rather him kind of like. I don't care if Tyler Herro shoots the ball more than Haywood Highsmith. I don't care.
Absolutely not.
Tyler shoots the ball more than Caleb Martin. I don't care if he shoots the ball more than Kevin Love. Like, I can't.
Him and Terry Rozier a battle. Him and Terry Rozier a battle. Like, I ain't giving one the leg up on the other. But yes, like, that's Duncan Robinson works, bro. Like, he works for the team. Like, and that starting lineup. And he was struggling, but he was, obviously drawing attention. The gravity be gravitating always. His dribbling is respected to some degree now, and he does not get to the rim like he was early in the season because film is out.
Yeah, I think you made that point at halftime. Like, the reason that Duncan ain't been able to do some of the other things that he kind of added to his game is because people have now scouted it, and they're guarding Duncan like a more complete offensive player, as opposed to just kind of like selling out at the 3-point line.
And that's not hard to do with his lack of like athleticism, like dribble package. Like that's easy. Like he's not even like a Tyler Herro with the ball in his hand in terms of like having an escape dribble like behind the back or anything. So it's like he might trick you. He might Houdini ass one time. He got Wemby. You know what I'm saying? That was early in the year. He got somebody else too with the Smitty. So yeah,
he got Wemby with the Smitty, and he made somebody else. He made Giannis touch earth.
Oh, Amen or Sir Thompson.
Oh yeah,
that's what it was. So yeah, like, but tonight it was like okay, he let Jimmy and Bam do their thing and open up the game for him. And in the second half, they were being respected. So then he was able to drive. And good game, Duncan Robinson. Got blitzed, got cooked a couple times on defense, and he actually got fouled. I want to say cooked. He got fouled. But yeah, good game, Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, he also like fouled early too. Like it kind of gave me like glimpses of like 3 years ago, Duncan Robinson, who couldn't be on the court for 2 minutes without fouling. But like, yeah, like he recovered from that, ended the game with 3 fouls. Like I thought his game was solid tonight. We got to talk about probably the most solid role player that I think the Heat have ever had. That boy LinkedIn scorer Kevin Love, that man is a professional basketball player, bro. Like he just, I feel like last game he showed it like how effective he could be in terms of rebounding in limited minutes. But in 15 minutes, dog, like 6 points, 5 rebounds, the stat sheet doesn't jump out at you, but the impact is something that it's tangible, bro. You can feel it. When Kevin Love is out there, everybody around him is more comfortable. And it's just like he knows exactly what's needed of him, and he just does that. Like, how did you feel about Kevin Love tonight, bro?
Kayla, he cool. Like, he just steady presence. Suit and tie veteran approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can never really point at Kevin Love and be like, bro, like, come on, dog. Like,
you did.
Yeah, like, he don't be getting cooked on defense. Like, he always in the way. Like, he's always in his position. Only time he really gets cooked is if he gets, like, caught off, like, screens, like, and the guy's coming from the wing, and, like, he just shoots around, and, like, Kevin Love can't jump out and hedge, like, and stop a guard from penetrating, like, 30 feet from the basket.
But he know that.
Yeah, and he knows that. Like, he'll try, but it ain't gonna work, and he knows that. So I feel like they scheme around that. And yeah, bro, it's like he don't shoot the ball when he's not supposed to. Like, that man was out there playing tips. 2 missed Haywood Highsmith threes led to Kevin Love just like tipping the ball to himself and like putting it back off the glass, bro. Like, old man game and it worked. So it's like, bro, Kevin Love cool. Like he took 1 3, it didn't go, and he was just like, fuck it, I ain't gonna take no more. Because not only was he missing, everybody else was missing. So maybe he just felt the vibes was off, and he was a high IQ player. That's a real NBA player. So of course he has enough wherewithal and enough sense to know, all right, let me stop doing this. Since the team ain't hitting, I'm not gonna take another one right now. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good point, though. Miami shot 35% from the three-point line this game, and that's been like a huge indicator of whether or not they'll win or lose is when they shooting below a certain threshold, they can't get they couldn't seem to get win. But tonight, like you said, nobody was hitting threes and they still found a win. Thank you, Dan the Film Gent, with the $5 dono. He said even though he's not a playmaker, but it's nice to have Tyler back in the rotation. He needs to aim higher and hit higher, aim high and hit higher with his efficiency. And he should do that by calling our guys over at Aim High, Hit Higher Enterprises, a sponsor of the Basement Sports Network. We'd like to thank DJ Dynamite and those folks over there. If you have any party needs, DJing needs, any type of request or something like that, make sure you hit up my guy, DJ Dynamite at jamient@aimhighhithigher.com or text him at 561-592-4146. And since we're doing one sponsor, y'all know we have to thank the primary sponsor of the Basement Sports Network, and that is my guy, Simple Health Advisors.
321-345-7738. 321-345-7738. 321-345-7738. Don't complicate insurance, I can't wait. Do you need it? Yes, you do. So call James Pugh at Simple Health Advisors. He is not a liar, so pick up the phone and call Simple Health Advisors.
Hey, bro, just because of that little jig, I don't even remember the man phone number, not finding it. So you have to see it. Yeah, so we want to thank the people over at Simple Health Advisors for being the primary sponsor of the Basement Sports Network. Y'all make sure y'all hit up my guy, James Pugh. He's been rocking with us since the beginning, so we really appreciate him and everything that he's done for us in terms of our growth. So, yeah, fuck with our sponsors if y'all fuck with us. Rashad, I did see that, Duncan is coming off a back injury, but we can't afford to look at it like that, bro. Like, if he doesn't play well, he loses this starting spot. Tyler Herro regains it, and we're in a different position. I don't think this team is as good if you swap those two out. And I think tonight was like a primary example of why. Like, Tyler Herro literally, like, helped elevate what was happening when our starters were out. And I feel like he can do that on a nightly basis, so keep him in there. But, yeah, who else we got to talk about? Oh, let's talk about Terry Rozier a little bit. 4 of 10, 3 of 4 from the three, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Even though he didn't shoot, like, I don't want to say he shot bad. Like, I don't think he shot bad. I think he shot the ball well. I liked the fact that he was able to take himself a step back tonight in terms of, like, shot attempts. I like the fact that, like, because over the past couple of games, he's had to shoot the ball a lot just to kind of, like, because he was the offense. He didn't have to be that tonight. He recognized that. He got off the ball. He stayed out the way. Like, give me your thoughts on Terry's game.
NBA basketball player. Understands how to play NBA basketball. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, I still think he does too much off the, like, not does too much off the dribble, but, like, he gets downhill and he will just, like, try to attack at the most awkwardest angles. And then when he has, like, a clear angle to go to his left hand, he chooses not to. And he got blocked tonight by Jalen Green because, like, instead of using the other side of the rim, but Terry, that's professional shit right there. Like, that's like being a team player. That's the multiple role shit that, like, he mentioned, that Spo mentioned to him when he got here. Like, he didn't need to be pro-am Terry. Like, there was literally no reason for that. Like, Jabari Smith and Jeff Green were their starting front court. Well, 4 and 5. Excuse me. And that means you play through 13. And they did that. And he did that. That side step to the left 3 is, like, his best 3-point shot, and he's catching and shooting and making his threes very well. So, Yeah, he was 3 or 4 from 3. Like, yeah, he shot 4 or 10, but that means he was
I didn't care about that.
too. Like, whatever. You'll take it if you give me them 3 or 4 from 3, and you're not
He made the
putting
most.
on 10 shot.
He made the most threes. He was our most efficient 3-point shooter tonight.
Right.
And that's saying something. Like, that's why I put out the tweet. Like, we didn't get many threes from people, but we got threes from. We had to get threes from a lot of people, considering that we weren't shooting it well. So we got 2 from Duncan, 2 from Nico, 2 from Jimmy, 3 from Terry, 1 from Caleb, 1 from Herro, and 2 from Jaquez, even though one of them came like in those last seconds. I feel like the fact that he had a low shot attempt, low assist game lets me know that he was just within the flow of the game. Like, he read the game today, realized okay, this isn't the game for me to shoot or even facilitate. This is a game for me to get the fuck out the way, make shots when I have them. And I think he did that, and so I'm always going to commend him for doing that shit. We'll talk about Nico a little bit because some people want to hear us talk about him. I think he's another one who's he's finding it, bro. Maybe not his NBA game per se, but he's finding his role with this team right now. This is what I can do to help in the minutes that I'm given, because I know I ain't finna get many of them.
Right. He played 15. Kevin Love plays 15. I do think he does absolutely way too much to start basketball games, but I think that's just him pressing to try to put his imprint on the game, to make an impact.
I know I ain't gonna get many opportunities.
Yeah, he really goes to start games. He be some of the shots he's take, I just be like, bro,
I think that helps though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he is young, so it's it's I think kind of been okayed a little bit. It's like be aggressive, because he's a good offensive player. That's where he he's a better offensive player than he is defensive player. So yeah, you're right. It's fine, but it do be crazy sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree with you that he's hyper aggressive to start games, but I think that in some ways combats the sluggish nature which with the Heat used to start games. They had a tendency of starting games really, really slowly.
I just don't. My only problem with it is that Jimmy tends to lean into it, and I don't like that.
Jimmy leans into the hyper aggression from Nico.
Yeah,
he likes him a whole lot more than
he likes him way too much.
Yeah,
for sure.
He likes him. Yeah. So, but I fuck with what Nico's doing out there. He got his 1 assist came to that. He caught a slip and then threw that bullet pass to the corner to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler hit the 3. That's the kind of shit that I like to see from him, bro. I feel like he got a block that they called the foul on at the Bam had got an amazing block. That block that Bam pinned off the backboard, right behind that, I think Nico got him a block and they called it a foul or whatever. But that to me is stuff that I wanted to see. I wanted to see him find his own kind of defensive voice. Not expecting him to be a stopper or an elite defender at all, but finding ways to complement the other guys that's out there, and he can use his length, being able to functionally use his length defensively. I think he's figuring that out. He's figuring out when to shoot the ball. Maybe you would like for him to be a better 3-point shooter, but I think he has the tools there for that to happen organically.
That's gonna come. I think that part is gonna come.
And his decision making as a ball handler, bro, that's gonna come organically too with him getting more opportunities, bro. So I fucks with what he's doing. I think they're doing it right. You start him, give him a little bit of time out there, and then you put him out there for the old coon Kevin Love. So let him do his thing, and then going on about that. Anybody else that you want to talk about? I think we hit on several players, but nobody else on the bench.
No, that's
Caleb Martin was cool.
Caleb Martin did Caleb Martin things. I think Hayward did Hayward Highsmith. Hayward was 4, 5, and 3, bro. Yes, you missed 3.
Candale is the best. We don't know who that is, but I'm not changing. I'm changing the way Candale spells his name. That's his new name. His name Candale.
That is crazy.
Candale, you're the best.
One thing about me, I am a man of the people. So there we go. Yeah. everybody was solid. I think everybody off the bench was solid, bro. I mean, even Jamal Cain got a minute. I don't know how he does it.
He got it over Patty Mills and DeLon Wright.
If I was, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how he does it. I am one who just doesn't, follow authoritative figures too well. So I would definitely be out the league. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, that is true. But no, it's not, because we are all equal. Well, not Richard J. Martin, because he be moving treacherous out here. But if I was Jamal Cain, there's no way I would get off the bench. I would say, Spo, let's play, bro. You gonna make me take this warm up off, bro, that I done had on for the past 2 hours
for 1 minute?
For what? For nothing but dribbles up the court like garbage time. Let them niggas play. Like,
I think the reason that they're doing it is I think this is them trying, like, their way of rewarding him for his work, because he's also not eligible for the playoff roster. I don't think, because he's on a two-way. So I don't think he's eligible.
That is not a reward, big dog. Like, OG, that's not a reward. Like, let my 10 toes touch a NBA court. It's not. Hard work would have been like me going. Hard work is me going back and forth to like Sioux Falls, and when you see Patty Mills can't shoot a three, and no, when you see Patty Mills shoot 0-5 against New Orleans in the first half, in the first quarter,
you send him to Sioux Falls.
you send that motherfucker back to Australia for me. That's your reward to me, and just allow me to try to put my imprint on this game somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jamal Cain he's getting hold.
He is the first one I've ever seen get the short end of the stick, bro, like this. Like,
I don't think it's gonna end well with him either, bro. Like, I just don't think like Miami's going to retain a lot of these two-way guys. I think Haywood Highsmith might be kind of like Haywood and Caleb might kind of be like the last of the undrafted guys that get any real tick for a little while. Thomas Bryant, DNP. Yeah, I think that we've seen the last of Thomas Bryant, assuming health. Great season by him. Yeah, like, I mean, appreciate the contribution the past couple of weeks.
Good dude, university associate's degree in broadcasting in a minor in sociology.
Yeah, he's great. But like, you're not getting on this court no more. Not with Kevin Love out here, bro. Like, they just don't have the minutes for him. So like, I think we've seen the last of that. I think with Tyler back, you've seen the last of Patty Mills. I think DeLon Wright is the one who has the cleanest shot of coming for some minutes. But even there, like, them Haywood minutes now, like with Tyler Herro as the backup point guard, Tyler Herro is like what Kevin Love is to be. So Kevin Love is the backup power forward and the backup center. Tyler Herro is the backup point guard and the backup shooting guard. So like
those 22 minutes. Well, he played 25, but I'll give him, like, the last two was like before he checked out, the game was over. Those 22 minutes, bro, are perfect for, bro. This was a playoff. I wouldn't say a playoff rotation, because Jaime played 19 as the 10th man, and I think you're breaking up those 19 amongst Jimmy and Bam, like, in a playoff series. So
Bam played 33, like,
right. So like, those are 8 and 8 or what? Well, no, 9 and 9, and then you go from there.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're removing. I think it's clear though. Like, I've been talking about it for a while though. I think the more games that you go, you're starting to see Spo get closer to kind of what the blueprint of the playoff rotation is going to be. You got the starting five, which will remain the starting five. You got Kevin Love as the backup big off the bench, Haywood, Caleb, Tyler Herro. Those are going to be your core bench players. Like, those four guys, I think he does extend his rotation to a 9-man rotation. Because Haywood shot the ball so well, he kind of fought his way back into the rotation. Like, and so I think Haywood is going to get some of those minutes. Spo is starting Herro. I don't think so, Jubilee, bro. Like,
tonight went too perfect for him to do that.
Yeah, like, tonight was clean, bro. And if shit on Sunday when they play the Pacers at 5, if that shit is equally as clean, you can cancel Christmas, because they're going to view them as a playoff team.
I don't think
Huh?
Yeah, bro. I don't think he's like the indicator to me that he's not changing the starting lineup, bro, is like the fact that Jovic has started.
Somebody's
Like
putting his name
Jovic,
Jeweler.
that boy had that old school 70s name. Jovic has started for too long. Like,
Yeah.
and you can't justify like taking Duncan out of the starting five, like for Tyler Herro.
Like,
Like,
what's the argument? That would be my question. Like, what's the argument that Tyler Hero's a better player than Duncan Robinson? Like, Haywood Highsmith is probably a better player than Nikola Jovic. So is Caleb Martin. But you don't want to sub that. Like,
right.
I agree that Tyler Hero is more talented offensively. I don't see any meaningful way that reinserting him into the starting lineup helps Miami become a more formidable team. I think adding Tyler to the starting lineup does more to remove what he provides to the bench than it does for what he could potentially add over Duncan as a starter.
I think
If
if you
that
were
makes
gonna
any
do
sense.
it, yeah, if you were gonna do it, you do it out the gate. Because my thing is, he just had a very good game. So did Duncan. Duncan was good. Like, why would you like change two players' roles and get them out of the small rhythm that they just like got into? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and I feel like the continuity between that starting lineup is just starting to find like they're starting to find some footing with each other. Like you got to understand. Like a lot of people want them to switch it up, but as a starting unit compared to most of the like teams in the playoffs, like this starting unit is relatively like inexperienced together. They have not played a ton of time together by comparison to like Boston's starting unit, who's played like damn near 800 minutes together.
Right.
Like Miami hasn't had that luxury, so I think they're going to try and use this continuity to keep this team together, to keep the starting unit together, and then it's easier to work Tyler Hero in off the bench to see how far that he can lift that unit, and then and just see what Miami can do. So next game is probably the biggest game left on Miami's schedule, and it's against Indiana. That is the team in the 6th seed. We're one game behind Indiana. This team is essentially for everything, Kendall. Like it's for the 6th seed, the first round, or it's for the tiebreaker and shit like that. I think it'll tie us up with Indiana.
Now we'll
But I
jump
think we have. Oh, okay. So we'll jump. But essentially,
in the
Miami
loss
will be the
column.
6th
The
seed.
loss column. We'll tie it in the win and jump them in the loss.
Okay, so Miami essentially would be the 6th seed if they beat Indiana, and then they'd again, like they were last time, be in the driver's seat and in control of where they are going forward. But they have Atlanta, Toronto twice to end the season, and the Dallas game in there that might be a little bit tough. But yeah, Kendall, how you feeling about the next game? The boy feeling good?
No, I don't feel. I don't necessarily. I don't feel anything, bro. Like they are who they are. They're a model of inconsistency. Like they, and I just don't trust everybody on this roster to be consistent to like how they need to play in order for the team to be successful. I mean, I wouldn't. He's this. Why isn't he better than him? Like they're the same
like, is
level
he?
player.
Yeah, like
They're
it's
the
like
same
okay,
tier.
man, if he isn't better, it's fine. Like, is he worse than Tyler Hero?
No, they're the same tier of
No,
player. Like
yeah, they're
neither
the
of
same.
them. Neither of them do a list of things to move the needle on a basketball team. They literally do the same thing offensively, like to move the needle
They,
for the most part.
yeah,
And
so
Terry can do more. So Terry is better than Tyler Hero, actually. The more that I talk about it, like he's a better basketball player than
I
Tyler
don't know.
Hero.
I prefer watching Terry more. I don't know if that means that he's a better basketball player to me. Like I
Like
prefer what
he's
I
better,
think he provides something that this team can't replicate outside of him.
and that's why I say if he has skills that the other one doesn't, then he's better. Like, yeah, he might be a better shooter, but they're mostly the same. But Terry can make
Yeah.
his teammates better. Like, I don't think Tyler can do that on a
Okay.
nightly
I don't
basis.
understand. Like make your argument, Vaughn. Like you ain't got long because we're doing these predictions. We're about to wrap
Send
the
a
show
nigga the
up.
link,
But
nigga. Pull up and speak your piece.
yeah, I don't know that nigga Twitter, bro. Next time we have a playback, make sure you in there, bro, so that you can explain this to us. Follow us on playback at
He
playback.tv
called
/
him
the
poor
Basement Sports
man's
Network.
Jason Terry. then I am so curious to know what rich man Tyler Herro is.
Yeah, who is Tyler Herro? What's your player comp for Tyler Herro?
Who is he, the poor man version?
Yeah, I call Rozier discount Dame.
He is not. He is like he's discounted Lou Williams, but we can.
No, bro.
He's not better than Jason Terry. Jason Terry was the second best player on 2 NBA championship appearing teams, and one of them won.
Rich man Bob Sura is who you call him, Tyler Herro?
I'd rather poor man's Jason Terry over rich man's Bob Sura.
Florida State legend Bob Sura out here getting some love on the postgame show, bro.
That is insane.
That. Yeah. In terms of what Miami's gonna do against Indiana, brother, if they got Tyler Herro coming out the bench, they about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about, bro? Like, I'm confident. Oh, you'll know I'm not. I went to fam, but I still live in Tallahassee. Yes, Jason Terry was strapped. And no, I agree. Terry Rozier is not better than Jason Terry at basketball. But I see what you're trying to do there. Can't afford for Tyler to get hurt again. I agree. But look at this nigga Justin West. Rich man Gavis. Hey, shout out to the school, my alma mater. But yeah, I think Miami beats Indiana. Indiana still plays no defense, really. Like, they're better with Pascal out there, but I don't know. It still feels like they're missing something. Like, I don't quite know what it is, but they're missing it. Is it Benedict Mathurin that they're missing?
They don't take life serious enough. They don't, like you said, which means not playing defense. You can't do that like at this juncture. I think you can against the Heat though, just because we aren't good on offense.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get away with it for stretches because we'll just go like cold. So them not playing defense, it's honestly, can we avoid? It's whoever avoids that 5-minute stretch of like not playing defense for them versus us not scoring the basketball. Like,
yeah, I agree. But I think Miami, as long as they keep Tyler Herro on the bench, bro, I promise y'all will hear me talk about this man so much differently because this is the one time when I enjoy what he goes out there and tries to do. When I feel like he's surrounded by players who shouldn't be doing that. Like, I don't know. I hate Haywood Highsmith's offense more than I hate Tyler Herro as a basketball player. So if they're out there together, I'd rather Tyler Herro do his offensive thing, which in my opinion is a positive. So I think Miami kind of takes advantage of the lack of defense and the lapses and just kind of like overall like basketball IQ of that team. Like, they just have spurts where Tyrese Halliburton trying to do too much. You said I'm lying again? You never know. But yeah, I think
Royal Herro can shoot, rebound. Tyler Herro is not a rebounder. Stop it, bro. Like,
Rozier can rebound.
He said Tyler Herro can get to the rim. See, and this is where we sound like haters. He never averaged over 3 free throw attempts in his career. I think if he did it in the 6-man year.
I mean, if you want to talk about free throws, Von Brown, we can talk about them 2 technical free throws that he missed today. If you want to do that. Like, he did get to the line once or twice today.
He got one for sure.
He got there once. He got there for sure once. Shot 2 technical free throws, missed both of them bitches. But yeah, like I'm not here to argue whether or not Terry or Tyler is better. They both play for this team. I'm happy that I feel like they're in the right roles now. So both of them are maximized in the roles that they're given as of tonight. But like, and if we can get them both maximized, then that's best for us. If you stop that,
it do. Nigga said he could finish at the rim. Like, can you? It's called Basketball Reference, Von Brown. It has a lot of information, and you will find that his shooting percentage at the rim is porous. He is the most blocked player at the rim in the NBA. And he's probably not actually because he missed games. But on a per
he's definitely the most player on the Heat.
on a per game basis, he's probably highest in the NBA.
Yeah, like it was hard, but it's cool though. Like we're gonna beat Indiana ass, secure that 6 seed, and then probably lose that bitch when we lose to Toronto in one of them last two, and be frustrated with the fact that we have to go to the play. It doesn't really matter. Either way, y'all know we'll be here to talk about it. Kendall is going to host the Spaces tomorrow, so y'all make sure y'all follow him at the boy Dale and look out for that.
Did y'all see Kyle Lowry's tweet?
No, what did he tweet?
He tweeted out Terry Rozier over me.
Really?
No. He did not.
I'm not gonna lie. I was bought in. We was gonna extend this for a couple more minutes to find that tweet and to talk about it a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Yeah, I already read that.
Nigga don't be doing nothing back there. He's just waiting for them.
Justin? When did he get back? Bro, when did he get back? He told us, like, I got to go take care of something 30 minutes ago and never told us that he was back.
Nigga here just to play the video.
Look, he just jumped on stage.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.